All right. Let's find out how we did with this draft class. Ooh, home run derby at Rogers Center. We have no representatives because why the hell would we? And let's see who made the All-Star game for us. Harper Rivera, Howard O'Neill, both go back. Howard, unfortunately, is regressing. Vince Messer, wow, both of our first basemen. Okay. Both of our first basemen made the All-Star game. Interesting. I mean, obviously one would be playing DH, but... Huh. I mean, then again, with how we're doing in the standings, you would hope something would go our way. All right, we got to sign some people. And clearly our dude having 27% interest is going to be an extreme problem. 27% interest. Reggie Black, who we took in the second round, declines the initial offer. Werdekemper signs. Get Reggie out of there. Get Mortero in there. Then Hendricks, because it doesn't really matter from there. See if Brown made it. I mean, I can't see easily now. I'm sure he did. He consistently makes it. All right, Reg. Declines again. What a jerk. Get Hendricks back in there. Let's see, 52 and 45. Still top of the division, which has not stopped us from missing the playoffs before. We're starting to learn more about Michael Francis, the 36th pick of a reliever. Easy for me to say, and we're not really liking what we're seeing here. Reggie. Signs. Thank you, Reg. See if we can get Jack Gaudio over. I don't know how to feel about this right now with some of these players. Not looking good. We'll go after these three next. This might actually be the year we fuck around and make the playoffs. Jack Gaudio. Potential range looks outstanding. He signs. Hendricks. Signs. And we're down to the last three. Imagine being drafted by a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 23-ish years and hasn't signed a single free agent in 15. I agree, the optics of it look pretty interesting. And of course, Mesa declines. What a dick. Move him to bronze. You know, if we miss out on signing the two dudes with super low interest, I gotta be honest, I don't think we're missing out on much. Andreas Mesa signs. It's down to these two who are looking dreadful. 60. Oh my god, this might actually be the year. Are you kidding me? This might actually be the year that they do it. We're winning games hand over fist. 63 and 47. We will have 8 of our last 10. We're going to see if we can sign these guys, even though they both, I mean, well, Francis looks like trash, but we're still going to sign him. Mortero, our first round pick, speaking of looking like trash, he does sign. Michael Francis declined. He becomes just the second player to decline signing with the team in this entire 15-year run. I'm not upset about it, as the Minnesota Wild have been eliminated. Imagine a team being eliminated. Couldn't be me as a Bruins fan. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Did we? Oh, no. Oh, no. I can see the contact and power stats. Okay, it could have been worse. It could have been. 18B and a 53 is not terrible. It's not amazing. It's okay, given how fucking bad our scouts did. The generalized scouting approach, again, really didn't work. He's fine. It's not quite what you want with the 13th pick or whatever, the 11th pick, but it's okay. Reggie Black is okay. You know, the overall's a little bit low for a 20-year-old, but again, he should make it. He does only have 3 pitches. Albert Werdekemper does have an A potential. 19 years old, 54 overall. The switch-hitting outfielder, Albert Werdekemper. Then there... Okay. So we don't have anybody of an elite overall, but Waylon Hendricks... A potential, 20 years old, 56 overall, not bad. Jack Gaudio, also an A potential. His overall's low. Holy shit, the A potential's Andreas Mesa. 18 years old, 50 overall, A potential catcher. Wow. You know. That wasn't that bad. That was pretty good. I mean, every single player is quite the project, but given that our worst draft pick was our first rounder, we got better as the draft went on. That's not bad. We got a lot of help, long-term help, but a lot of help in a lot of different positions. Not bad at all. Hell of a lot better than I was expecting. Damn. Cardinals get Giovanni Schmidt. At shortstop, Jake Poles. He's not bad, but again, I'd rather end up who we ended up with, given that it was more positions of need. Justin, don't call him Kevin Durant. Also not bad. Colorado got that closer, Justin Cannon. Also end up with Josh Thurston at first base. Wheels, I mean, hey, that's the big question, right? Pedro Santos, who we were looking at, he's not bad. This is another draft where, I mean, you look at these first rounders, I mean, Jesus. So far, we had the best first rounder of any team that we've looked at. So this was a bit of a minefield draft. There's Tom Stockton, the shortstop. He's not bad at all. They also got Bernie Bolich, and Andreas Merced. The Giants get nobody of a B or A potential. They did get Frank Dewitt, younger brother of Jude Dewitt. Baltimore took that closer Lantigua. He's not bad. And Steven Nugent. Boston, oof. Center fielder Norm Gallegos was their best option. Wow. This was another draft that looked pretty bad, and we did pretty damn well. Yankees. I mean, this guy's a 73, but in terms of potential, it's just Juan Diaz with the higher potential. Tampa Bay. Jeff McGowan, they went off the board for him, but that was a good choice.
Here comes a pizza. See it? Oh,
risk it with the 53 months. The Jeff Skinner, huh? You know, we talked about it a little bit earlier on, and yes. Yes, indeed. That is what I would do, and what I would prefer to see. Oof, Toronto. Took a Batista. You should have taken a Bautista. That's the key. Rough draft for Toronto. Chicago took Kevin Kemp. Not bad at all. He was their only super high quality pick. Cleveland took Rico Ruiz, who we would have loved, but he went top 3. And then they got Ralph Comer. So yeah, Cleveland was able to have the draft, at least in terms of the super high-end talent that I aspired for. Detroit, 1B potential prospect, George Navarro. Got the Rob Champion. Great name. Kansas City got Pedro Fernandez, and that was it. Their first rounder, Cedric Winston, not so hot. Damn. Minnesota got Eddie Bonilla, the second baseman. He's okay. It's not amazing. And Willie Diaz. Okay, not amazing. And Willie Dobson. Yeah, low overall at that age. Houston with Carrasco. Not bad at all. At the very end, Darryl Smith and his mustache. Beautiful. Angels get nobody of a super high caliber, but they do get Chip Herman, the whitest man to ever live. The Athletics, my God. Somebody stop Oakland in this run. Willie Malanka, Rich Riggs, big motherfucking Riggs, and Ike Haley, who we were looking at. Went with someone else. We didn't do badly, so it's fine. Hell of a draft for Oakland. Seattle, best player late in the draft, outfielder Robert Rivera. This was a good draft for late round outfielders. Texas, Damian Fairchild is a starter. Not bad at all. He was their only super high quality pick. Atlanta, Leroy Cox, the number 1 overall, was it? Was it? I think it was. And Elroy Cartwright. Elroy. How is that still in the player pool? I have no idea. Miami, David Escobedo, not bad. Randy Womack, not bad. Jimmy Hernandez, because of his age. Mets ended up with starting pitcher Robert Sanchez. He is quite good. That was about all they ended up with. Philadelphia took Fletcher Harrington. They also got Roger Galvan and Ronald Ramiro. So far, I think we did have the best draft top to bottom. Washington with Brian Turner. That was it. Cubs end up with Noah Holler. And late, Jermaine Nobles at shortstop and Tyler Hernandez, who was on our short list. We went for the other guy because, again, we didn't need a shortstop. We couldn't have gone wrong, basically. Paulie, what's up? And, well, Smoot, I'm glad you're enjoying the Reds game tonight because video game-wise, they let you down. Video game-wise, they let you down. But, hey, at least in real life, they're kicking the crap out of Oakland. So. Then Milwaukee, Geraldo Marmolejo. You have Rich Harper. Not too bad for them in terms of picking up good relievers. That brings us back to Pittsburgh. We had the best draft. You know, again, we didn't get anyone who's immediately ready, just a lot of projects, but that is okay. The question now, do we make the playoffs? Do we fuck around and actually make the playoffs? Actually, before that, really quickly, contract extensions. I want to see if there's anybody who is looking for a shorter deal, like Israel Gutierrez, who would be going to arbitration. So 1.8 for 3 years. If he'll sign that now, we'll take that. And he did, so he's back. Obama would be an outright free agent. So would Hughes. Robinson's back. He is. I've been paying attention to the NFL draft quite a bit. Wow, 5 years arbitration eligible for Joe Dale. I mean, we might as well. Even if he's a depth player long term, he signed. Hinojosa has 3 arbitration years to buy at $1.3 million. He took that. Riley has 2 years left on a renewable deal. He took that. It's better to get these guys signed now. 4 years at 1.8 for Steve Varela. Let's do the 1 year at 780. It's better to get these guys signed now, and in that way, with our actual free agents, we will know just how much money we have to sign them for. I can't imagine signing Marco Calderon at a 71 overall to 1.2 million, so he'll probably be out, but that helps sort out free agency a little bit moving forward. So 64 and 47 might we actually make the damn playoffs, or is September just gonna be a killer again? So we split games against Atlanta, lose the series to Cincy, win the series against the Mets, win the series against Minnesota, 28 runs in the last 2 games. Win the series. Oh my God, we might actually. It would be the worst collapse we've ever had. Which, boy, collapse in a sports setting is the word of the night. 4 games against the Cubs. We swept them. 3 games against Kansas City. We won the series. 3 games against St. Louis. They end up winning the series, and we win the first 2 games against Milwaukee. 82-57 for those who bet the over. Congratulations, it finally happened. We would have to... Oh my God. We would have to choke so badly. Because right now it's teams that are on 70 wins. 15 years later, are the Pirates about to make the playoffs? It would take the greatest collapse. It's going to be Jose Irizarry and Thomas Gaucho that get the major league call-up. And let's fill out the roster. Let's get Rodriguez into triple, Noble in triple. Honestly, it's fine from there. As we complete the sweep against Milwaukee, 3 games against Atlanta. We swept them. It's finally happening, chat. When I needed it most. When I needed it most. When the hockey world lets me down. Risk it for the biscuit. My goodness, the 75 out of nowhere. Well, thank you for donating to the wedding fund. I appreciate you. And yeah, hey, we still did well in that charity stream, and I have no problem being your charity case in this instance, because let me tell you, wedding expenses, holy hell, let me tell you, let me bitch about my wedding really quickly. That's about 6 months away. How the hell did that happen? How the hell did that happen? I have never seen people who do not want money more than I have in the wedding industry, in terms of you contact a photographer and they just don't fucking say anything back for like a month. So it's like, I guess we're going to someone else. Anyway. 4 games against Washington. We won 3 out of 4. We're going to make the playoffs. We've already won, haven't we? Oh my God. The Cardinals' elimination number is 3. We're finally going to make the playoffs here in Pittsburgh. We lose the series to the Yankees, but there it is. This is fiance approved bitching because she's the one that was handling that conversation. After 84 years, the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to the playoffs. I said it before, any one of these years could be the time that they decide to fuck around and get it done. Hashtag wedding stream ago. No. Oh my God, we finally made the playoffs. So look at all the stats and everything at the end. The question now is seeding. We got 3 games against the Cubs. We lose 2 out of 3. AAA missed the playoffs. AA missed the playoffs. We sweep Cincinnati. We beat Philadelphia 2 out of 3 and lose the series to the Marlins, but at 97 and 65. I don't even know if we've had an 80-win season. And out of nowhere, 97. 97. That is insanity. 97 wins. Need a Game 7 watch party. I might be able to organize that. The Game 7 watch party. It might happen. Your Pittsburgh Pirates, the #1 seed in the National League, as they fuck around and win a division. It finally happened. 2038 was the magical year. Who'd have thought? With Ray Nunez as our starting catcher, hit .233 this year. And David Sung behind him at .217 average as our backup catcher. What the hell? At first base, Vince Messer, 47. Oh my God, he might have won MVP. The German sensation, Vince Messer, 149 RBIs with the over 1.0 OPS. Oh my God. Vince Messer goes off. Jesus. We need to get Pablo Ramirez on the playoff roster too. Look at Pablo again, who was another all-star. 18 home runs, 86 RBIs, and a .295 average. 9.8 WAR on the season. Went from 26 at-bats per home run to 13.4. Thank God it's not a contract year. Thank God. Second base, Scott Obama, a .275 average. Dimmadome going nuts. Going nuts with the bits. Scott Obama, a .275 average this year. I don't think we needed Reyna on the Major League roster. We didn't at least have him at that point. We'll think about it. Ricky Gutierrez at third base, 26 home runs, 98 RBIs with a .307 average. He's up to a 97 overall, with Chad Dean behind him, who was awful at the plate, and Joe Dale, who barely got any at-bats, but he was also pretty dreadful. Joe Dale can play second, so we don't need Reyna. At shortstop, Freitas, a .242 average, not that bad. Good chance, again, he was in the Gold Glove conversation. Israel Gutierrez hitting .275 when he had the opportunity to play. In left, Ruben Ott, 22 home runs, 89 RBI with a .281 average. Of course, Guzman spent the year down in AAA. You had Ken Hahn, only 98 at-bats with a .204 average. And then 214 at-bats for Hinojosa. He hit .280 this year. Center field, DJ Liss, a .278 average with 23 home runs and 85 RBIs. Oh, damn it. Don't let it be the Baltimore. Yep. The second you said sorry ahead of time. Fuck me. Well, we'll let that run. We'll just go ahead and let that run. Also, Rivas definitely needs to be on the playoff roster. 74 average. Thomas Gaucho barely got any at-bats, but hit 2 home runs. And then Ricky McCann. He'll be ready for prime time next season.
You get no down payment. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off. Only at Big Bill Hell. The only dealer that tells you to.
Ken Hahn off the playoff roster.
This event ends the minute after you write us a check. And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker. Big Bill Hell's car.
Tana is a 410.
Exclusive home of the meanest sons of
4 for
bitches in the
Jason
state
Hill.
of Maryland. Guaranteed.
Our pitching still wasn't anything special. It still wasn't anything special. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Demo. Our pitching still wasn't anything special, man, but they got it done. They got it done. They got it done. Ooh, Diego Espinoza takes a huge, huge hit in terms of overall. All right. We're going to have some tough choices to make here for the playoff roster. I think Gaucho has earned his spot. It's going to be Ken Hahn, who gets dropped from the playoff roster. And in terms of relievers, Stevie Varela never pitched in the majors this year. We'll drop him. Let's see. Chris Martin's also declined a little bit. A 5.34 FIP. He was awful. O'Neill has an inflamed nerve. 364. Spencer never pitched in the majors this year. Irizarry pitched. 2 innings and got lit the fuck up. Goodbye. What do we got for Espinoza? Okay, we had some relievers who really shit the bed this year. What are we going to do? Spencer, honestly, Varela's coming back. Because Chris Martins is getting dropped from the playoff roster, and shockingly, Diego Espinoza, who's made multiple All-Star games for us, he was terrible this year. He's not going to be on the playoff roster, at least for round 1. Playoff roster. Oh, we have award winners, too. Howard O'Neill, that minor injury. Emilio Mora broke his ankle. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. We ready? Yeah, let's go. Vince Messer. Vince Messer becomes the first Pirate, at least in our franchise, to win the National League MVP. Oh my God. Well, seriously, he's on the juice. Let's be honest. He is on the juice. Again, like his career average is a 272. He hit 343 this year. Don't be a narc, right? But he is. I mean, look at this. Look at this shit. He's a narc. By a narc, I mean aren't caught using steroids. It's a very weird, modern, hipster, fuck it, whatever. AL MVP, Brian Ortega in Kansas City. They have the top 2 in the AL, which is nuts. National League Cy Young goes to Henry and aren't roids. Yeah, there you go. Henry Guzman of St. Louis wins the NL Cy Young. AL Cy Young goes to Toronto's Ray Jackson. AL batting title to Damian Harper. Fernando is up there again. I miss you, Fernando. Vince Messer wins the NL batting title as well. Reliever of the year, Brian Crum. Harper Rivera was absolutely robbed of this award. Say what you want about the ERA, but look at the saves. Look at the strikeouts. Harper Rivera was robbed of his dad's award, if it was the American League at least. But what the hell? Pure robbery of Harper Rivera. And Agustin Santiago wins it in the American League because, see, they don't give a fuck about ERA in the American League. They care about saves. Rookie of the Year, Detroit's Robert Wooten. And Marcos Tavares in the NL. Hank Aaron Award to Vince Messer. What a season. Wow, Lerma's up there already. He's 20. Jesus. That guy's insane. Whew. Do we have any Gold Glove winners or Silver Sluggers? Messer finished second in Gold Glove voting behind the Dodgers' George Gomez, who won it for the second year in a row. Ricky Gutierrez finishes third at third base. Fritas finishes second at shortstop. Anybody else? Pablo wins the Silver Slugger at DH, joining Juan Guerrero to do that 2 years ago. Messer wins it at first base. Ricky Gutierrez wins it for the second time in 3 years. And that is it. What a season for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The best team in baseball at 97 and 65. Well, nothing bad ever happens to the best team in the league in the first round of the playoffs, right?